Yo, let's talk about this beef. It's one of the most infamous rivalries in hip-hop history. 50 Cent and Rick Ross, two titans of the industry. It's the kind of feud that can shake the whole hip-hop game, the kind that makes headlines and gets everyone talking. It all started back in the early 2000s. The hip-hop scene was buzzing with energy and competition. They were two of the biggest names in the game. Both had massive followings and undeniable influence, but their rivalry was about to get personal. It wasn't just about who had the better lyrics or hits. Diss tracks flew back and forth, each one more grimy than the last, aiming to outdo the other. Insults were hurled in interviews. Every public appearance was another opportunity to throw shade. It was a full-on war of words, neither side willing to back down or show any sign of weakness. 50 Cent, the king of trolling, wasn't afraid to call out anyone. His reputation was built on fearlessness. Rick Ross, with his larger-than-life persona, wasn't backing down either. He had his own empire to protect. They went at it hard. Every diss, every insult was a calculated move in their ongoing battle. No one was safe from their verbal assaults. Fellow artists and even the media got caught in the crossfire. This wasn't just about music anymore. It was about ego. It was about respect. It was about who could put the other dog down. It was about who would reign supreme. It was an art of war. And it's about to get even more complicated. The stakes were its highest, and neither was willing to take an L. In 2008, Big Meech, the founder of the Black Mafia family, got sentenced to 30 years. This was huge. The streets were buzzing with the news. Big Meech was a legend in the streets. His influence was undeniable, and his incarceration added another layer to the 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef. This wasn't just a simple rivalry. See, Rick Ross had been dropping hints about Big Meech in his music. He referenced Meech in his lyrics. Some people thought Ross was trying to claim some kind of association. Fans were divided on the issue. 50 Cent saw this as disrespectful. He felt Ross was exploiting Meech's name for clout. He went after Ross even harder. The tension was thick. The beef escalated quickly. Big Meech's presence is huge, even from behind bars. His name carried weight. The beef was far from over. It was a saga that kept fans on the edge of their seats. Then came 2010. Rick Ross dropped BMF Blowing Money Fast. The song was an instant hit. But it also reignited the feud with 50 Cent. Why? Because the song seemed to pay homage to Big Meech and the BMF. 50 Cent saw it as a direct shot. He accused Ross of exploiting Big Meech's name for street cred. The diss tracks started flying again. The insults got even more personal. This wasn't just a war of words anymore. It felt like a full-blown metaphorical love and hip-hop without the love. Section 4, Like Father Like Son, Lil Meech steps in. Fast forward to 2021. Lil Meech, Big Meech's son, steps onto the scene. He's the star of 50 Cent's new series, BMF. It seemed like a chance for reconciliation, but things were about to get even messier. 50 Cent was still throwing jabs at Rick Ross. He even publicly criticized Lil Meech at times. This created a weird dynamic. Lil Meech was caught in the middle of a feud that started before he was even on the scene. The tension was palpable, and it was about to explode. Section 5, 2025. The feud reignites. The long-standing rivalry between 50 Cent and Rick Ross is about to take a dramatic turn. February 2025. Big Meech is finally released from prison. After years behind bars, his return is highly anticipated by many, especially his family and close associates. And the beef between 50 Cent and Rick Ross explodes again. The tension that had been simmering for years now reaches a boiling point. It all starts when Big Meech is seen happily hanging out with Rick Ross. The sighting sparks rumors and speculation about their relationship. 50 Cent goes off on social media. He takes to his platforms to express his outrage and disappointment. He calls Big Meech a rat. The betrayal he feels is palpable in his posts. He even suggests recasting Lil Meech in the BMF series. Lil Meech fires back, refusing to stay silent. Lil Meech says, "They just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty. I'm human. I go through my own shit, but I never switched up on you fuck Ross. But he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet shit is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life, and 50 Cent says, what next season, little ninja? The situation is messy. The back and forth between them escalates quickly. The beef is far from over. With each passing day, the animosity grows stronger, and it seems like there's no end in sight. The feud continues to captivate and divide fans, leaving everyone wondering what will happen next. Yikes!